Beachside with Kay. Whew, it has cooled down so much today compared to earlier. Earlier, it was literally burning up. And that's why I got on this little shirt now, because if it was super hot, it would be a no for me. So yes, I'm just, out here trying to be great. Somebody done dropped their little outfit or something out here. But yes, we are headed to the beach. It's Friday. It's a great day. I'm grateful the weather's been pretty good overall on the island this week. We haven't had a lot of rain. A lot of people have been calling to check in with like all the hurricanes and things like that, seeing if anything was like coming our way. But gratefully, we have not had any remnants. I think we haven't had any remnants from the storm at this point in time. So definitely happy about that. Really happy about that. I don't know if anything's coming in the next couple of days, but literally it usually rains on the island at least like a few times a day, like once a day, I'll say for sure. But I think the last time I seen rain, maybe once this week, and it wasn't even like a hard rain. So the seasons are definitely changing for sure. It has been y'all know it starts getting dark around 7 here. But I looked outside yesterday, it was like 7:15, and it was like super pitch black. I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, so from the looks of it, since I moved here in December, it just gets dark early here on the island. And because we don't exhibit time change, I haven't really seen too many changes as well. So got some construction trucks going by. That's why it's a little loud right now. It looks like they're going into the little neighborhood that I go into. Oh, everybody coming in here. And then I keep forgetting it's like a holiday weekend, so it does happen to be a lot of people visiting on the island this weekend. But so yeah, a lot of people visiting on the island this weekend because I went to the grocery store yesterday, and we have like a little entry for like visitors, and the line was like stacked, super crazy. Oh, my cousin said I'm watching but getting my nails done. Oh, who you got doing your nails today? Well, I guess you ain't gonna be able to really text for real if you watching and getting your nails done. Never mind. I was gonna say, who doing your nails, girl? Is it our girl doing your nails? Okay. All right, we almost at the beach. Oh, I forgot. And I keep on forgetting. I'm used to going the path that I'm used to going. But gratefully, my neighbor on top of our villa, she basically ended up making me a key so I can get out of like the little side gate. So I keep on forgetting about it because I always come the route that I come. So technically I don't even have to go through my front gate anymore. I can do like a little shortcut and get here quicker, but I don't mind. It's a little extra exercise for your girl as well for the week. One thing I noticed out here too, like I feel like the majority of people have like propane gas grills. And I know I have one as well, but I do like charcoal grills as well. I'm assuming maybe propane, maybe a little bit better. I can't say. Don't get me. I'm not a connoisseur, so I really don't know. But yeah. Okay. We almost at the beach. I'm shocked it's not a little bit more people out here with the holiday weekend. Just over at the pool. It's a couple people at the pool, but not as many as it usually is. Then I was looking, I was like, is it about to rain? But I'm like, no, I think it's just starting to get dark already. So it just looks a little darker with the clouds. But yeah, it's like super sunny and humid today for sure. Oh, and today I did not forget my socks. Yeah, I couldn't do it. These are like my little beach. I know they a little raggedy, my little Nikes. Don't judge me. Y'all know they ain't white. That's okay. They used to be. But these are specifically my coming to the beach sandals. But yeah, I'm super excited. You guys are going to be able to meet one of my sister friends from med school next week. She is a neurologist in residency in Atlanta, and she is coming to visit me in 2 weeks. So I'm happy to be I'm happy to be able to introduce you guys to her. We're gonna have somebody on the channel. Okay, let's see what we looking like today. And I don't know if y'all be keeping up with the news. I don't really, to be honest, but I do get little news articles and stuff on my homepage of my phone. And I saw that it's actually been an issue of seaweed on a lot of the beaches. I was watching a video of them like cleaning up the seaweed out of Mexico. So they said a lot of the Caribbean beaches are getting like an excessive amount of seaweed, and they were talking about like the damage that it's been doing to like the beaches and stuff like that. I was like, oh wow. So I don't know if this is actually like the normal for at least this part of the island when it comes to seaweed, or if this is just abnormal like they've been saying other Caribbeans have been. But yeah, it looks like the sand is leveling out a little bit more. There are a couple of dips, but like compared to earlier this year, it's definitely, the water isn't pushing back as far as it was. So yeah, I'm gonna be cautious though. I'm not gonna get up as close as I did last week, because last week I got super soaked from the water. A big wave had came up and I was not expecting it. So yes, it is definitely getting dark a little earlier now this time of year. And I don't know do you know when daylight savings time is? I don't even know the difference between the fall back, spring forward. I call them both daylight savings. I think one has a different name, but the one that's getting ready to come up, I don't know what day it is. But I know I've mentioned that when the time changes, Puerto Rico, we do not change our time. It remains the same. Yeah, it's nice and breezy. It's not as humid. I know y'all heard me fussing last week about how humid it was. It is not as humid as it was today. Oh, and last week, let me tell y'all, last week, after I left, y'all know I like to get my tacos on Friday. I went to go get my tacos, and I was talking to my mama on the phone. I was like, I hear all this music. I'm thinking it's just like a little, concert or something going on outside. It was actually church. They was having church outside, but they was out there jamming. My mama was like, try to record, but I couldn't get over there to get no good recording. But my mama was trying to see what Iglesia was looking like. But I will say it's not as humid, but it does, the air, like just talking, I just feel like you can still kind of taste the air. It tastes like salty. It's weird. I can't explain it. And it's humid. Like if you came here and you don't live in a humid place, you would probably think it's like super humid. But being here, it's definitely levels to humidity for sure. Oh my goodness, and talking about humidity, I was looking at how hot it is in Texas right now. One of my friends lives in, where is she, Dallas? Oh, she's in Texas. I'm sorry. I want to say Dallas. And it was like 108 degrees. I was like, oh, absolutely not. It's a no for me. I would definitely be inside the house. But even back at home, like, global warming is definitely real. Even back at home, like, this time of the year is definitely, the weather should be calming down. Last week when the kids went back to school, not this current week, but last week, there were some schools who still don't have like air conditioning, central air within the schools. They have to actually do virtual schooling for the first week because it was so hot, and they're like, they cannot bring these kids to school. We were like in the 90s back at home last week, which is like super crazy. So that's what I'm wondering, what the winter is going to be like back at home in the Midwest in general. I'm wondering what it's going to be like. And then, oh my gosh, I saw how crazy it got with the remnants of Ida. Oh my gosh. I saw all the flooding, of course, in New Orleans. And then I looked, what was it, like yesterday, the day before yesterday? And I saw like all the damage in like Philly, New York, Jersey. Like super, super crazy. So I definitely was thinking about Logan and his family this week because they are in Louisiana. So I definitely was checking on all my friends too. I have one of my good friends. She's in residency at LSU. So I checked on her. I called her mama super early. Her mama probably was like, what is going on? But I had to call and make sure my friend was okay. I was like, if anybody call anybody, they gonna call their mama, you know? So I called her mama in California, 3 hours away. So I'm like, yeah, let me make sure my girl's okay. But because she's a first-year resident, they actually didn't make the first-year residents come into the hospital. So she had to wave the storm out at home. And she said she was grateful her place didn't flood in New Orleans, but she didn't have, like, the phone towers was out for a bit. And like it ended up coming back. Obviously it was sketchy because she was able to text me, but yeah, but she's doing good. Logan is on. He said, hey cuz. Hey Logan. Okay, you know I definitely been thinking about you and the family this week. How is the family? Oop. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Look, it's crazy. I got on here, I don't know what happened, but it definitely logged me off. I got on here talking about, it looks like it's gonna rain, but I'm like, maybe it's just getting dark because of the clouds, and it actually is raining. I don't know if you can see, it's definitely raining right now. Ooh. But then I feel like soon as I start walking away, it's gonna start raining. So I'm about to give it a second. We're gonna see if it's about to rain, or if it's just one of our little sprinkles. Let me take my glasses off though for a second. But yeah, it's so rude. I'm just like, what is going on? Whoo, and I can't see nothing, okay? Whoo, I can't see nothing at all, but I don't know where this rain came from. Well, I know where it came from, but you know. But Logan said, hey, Kara, hey. Okay, yes, please give me an update. How is the family doing? I told you when my best friend from college, his family, he's from Baton Rouge too. So he was just saying they had their backup generators going. They didn't have any electricity where they live in Baton Rouge. What about your parentals? Are they okay? Is the family good? And in Texas, have y'all gotten any storms? Like, have y'all gotten hit with any storms since? And then I was talking to my stepmom this week, and she was saying that there's been, I think she said like the ocean waters are a little bit warmer than usual. And so that's why these hurricanes, like it's more hurricanes popping up. And then I was looking, random side note, my parentals, they go on a cruise every year. And of course, they didn't get to go on their cruise last year because of COVID, but they're supposed to be going on a cruise in October. And we were talking about it, and they were sending me like some articles basically telling people that Puerto Rico is like on a travel list of like places you shouldn't be trying to go to right now. I guess our COVID cases are back on the rise, like per capita, like 100,000. So they have been warning people that you don't need to be coming here unless you're fully vaccinated, is what they're saying. But they said even if you're fully vaccinated, like, of course you can still get COVID and transmit COVID. Logan said the family is okay. The power at mom's apartment was out for one night, but it came back on the next day or so. Okay, good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Whew, but that's got to be scary, though. Like, when the electricity goes out and you don't know when it's coming back on. I will say, though, like, this week, I know I told y'all last week the electricity went out twice. This week, the electricity went out twice, too. Like I said, we haven't even had any storms. Like, it's been a little frustrating because one day it was out for maybe like 6 hours this week. And then another day it was out for a couple hours. So it's definitely a little frustrating for sure. Especially when you don't know like what the source is. And like I said, of course, if it's a storm, I kind of get it. But it ain't been storming here. So the disrespect is real. Okay, so Logan, please tell me that you listened. Please tell me that you got a chance to listen to some of Kanye's album. And if you have, I need you to chime in because it's been some debates on this album. And I know you've been at school all day. How was your week as well with the kiddos? So you probably ain't had a chance to listen to Drake albums yet. Drake's album yet. And my cousin, she is on, but she not writing right now because she's getting her nails done. So she just listening. And it's so funny because what Kanye's album came out on Sunday, and my cousin, she was just trolling, sending all type of stuff all day. But I'm like, are you going to actually listen to the album? Like, you keep on sending stuff, or are you going to listen to it? And she finally listened to it, and she was like, okay, I love it. I was like, okay. So me and like a lot of my close like cousin siblings like it. Other folks not so much. I love it though. Like, I love the album. Like, you can't tell me nothing different. And most people talking stuff about the album haven't even listened to the whole album. They're like, I couldn't get past the first couple songs. I was like, okay. Logan said my students told me about it, but I haven't had a chance to listen to either one. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully, with your extended weekend, you can listen so you can chime into the conversation and give your feedback on what you think the album is. Oh, and I got to hype my cousin up, too. One of my cousins, he just came out with an album last week. And it's been a little controversial with his fan base just because it is not the style of album that they're accustomed to hearing from him. So his name is Christian Grey, Christon, Grey, Gr. Ooh, is it? Is our Grey's EY, AY? Lord, EY. Ooh, let me step back a little bit because this water's coming. But yeah, so he just dropped the album. So me and my cousins and siblings, we were listening to his album on Saturday. And then Kanye came out on Sunday. And I was like, okay, I got to put my cousin's album to hold real quick so I can get all this Kanye in. Because Kanye's album had like 27. I want to say it had like 27 songs. But yeah. Kanye is a musical genius. Absolutely. Absolutely. So then I guess the question, do you think that all geniuses like I think we all have, can struggle with mental health at different parts of our lives, but do you think that all like geniuses have a little bit more extra, ooh, bugs are trying to crawl on me. Do you think that all geniuses have like extra like struggles when it comes to mental health? Like, do you feel like that comes, like, that's one of the prices of being a genius? That was a little debate that me and some of my cousins had this week about being geniuses. Like, are all, I don't like to say crazy, but I think that is a word that we can all kind of resonate within our own way. So do you think that all geniuses are just a little cray-cray? And I'm shocked though. I wonder if any of your kids are listening to a Kanye album though. I feel like Kanye is not really their type of vibe, but there were a lot of features on there, so I could definitely see them at least listening to albums that have like some of their favorite rappers, like Lil Baby's on there. I want to say Dirk is on there. You know, a couple of the, big names that the kids really like are on there. Now, Drake, I think that the kids, they probably like Drake. I could see, yeah, I'm pretty sure the kids still like Drake, but Kanye, I don't know how many of these young folks have an appreciation. Up, and the sprinkles done stopped, so. Logan says, oh, I had asked the question about geniuses and mental health. And if people who were geniuses, if they may have more struggles when it comes to mental health. And Logan said, I think that plays a role in their mental health. Absolutely, I do too. Absolutely. Oh, so Logan, let me tell you about my week. First of all, I am like, if Prestiana and Thirsty like had like a face, it would definitely be me, because I ordered me some skates last week, and I ordered like all my little safety, my little knee pads and elbow pads and stuff last week, and they came in on Wednesday. My skates was supposed to come in on Thursday, but they actually came in on Wednesday as well. I was like super geeked. So you cannot tell me that I'm not about to be auditioning for the next Roll Bounce if they make one, because I was just so excited. So I have been skating for the last 2 days. After my little workouts, I've been getting my little skate on. And trust and believe, I am not a skater by any means, but I'm learning. And I'm getting better too. Logan said, I thought Kanye would have been beyond their time too. Right. Now I gotta ask some of my kids if they listen to the album, because a couple of them had mentioned Drake's album, but I'm gonna see if they listen to it. But they probably know all the controversy around it though, even if they haven't listened to it, because there's been a lot of controversy. I mean, the internet is definitely undefeated. Did you at least like see some of the memes and just stuff people were saying and everybody going crazy over the album? Like in good and negative ways? It definitely was funny. I had a very eventful Sunday, to say the least. Very eventful. But yeah, this week, I don't know what was going on this week, because I heard from so many of my kids this week. They was FaceTiming me at school during like their lunch, like, and they were like in some of the teachers' classes and stuff like that. So I got to say hey to a lot of my old coworkers this week. And I'm going home in January for my little brother. He's a senior this year, so I'm going to go make it for the second half of his basketball season. And then my other kids, it's their senior year too. So I'm going to be ripping and running come January. Being at home, I'm like, I got to get to all these kids' games, all my nephews. But yeah, I was so happy. My heart was just so elated. They was just calling me, asking for advice about these classes, trying to drop classes. Like, it's been a hectic week, okay? But yeah, I said when I go home, I was like, I'm trying to substitute in January just so I can see my kids. Like, super thirsty. I told you, I just be thirsty. And one of my teacher bestie, she told the principal, she was like, yeah, when Cromwell comes back, she said she's subbing. They was like, subbing? She was like, yeah, she want to see her kids. Because if not, I'm not just going to be allowed to just be in the building and stuff. You know, they have all the, you know, especially with COVID and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I'm definitely coming to sub, though. So, yeah, I got to see a lot of my kids. They all done got taller and, you know, just all feeling themselves. They seniors. They the big dogs now. The maturity is just amazing. I'm just loving it. Excited. And then it's crazy. Some of my kids had found out I was home recently. But, of course, I wasn't home that long, so I couldn't see all of them, you know. So they was like, you fake, Miss Cromwell. I heard you was home and you ain't even let us know. I was like, I got you on the next trip. So yeah, I have to plan these things out. And then you already know it can get real costly though, because I be paying, you know, like if I take them out to eat or we go to an amusement park, whatever I do, like, you know, I'm footing the cost. So I'm like, look, I gotta separate it up some. Logan said, I really hadn't seen anything about it. I knew he was working on something new, but I was surprised it came out. Oh, yeah, right. Logan said, they all want you to come back. I know, right? But like I said, I don't know these babies, though. I don't know, like, the freshmen or the sophomores. Well, the school I was teaching at, I do have a little cousin that's a sophomore, so. And he's at my old school. He's at my old school. So I'm like, Lord, I will say my cousins, I don't know if I mentioned before, but I taught several of my cousins when I was at the school I was at. And it was interesting because some of my cousins was angels and then the other ones, we just gonna say they was, you know, they was a little different. So it was interesting, especially when everybody noticed your family and they out here acting the fool. Not all of them, but the ones that was acting the fool. I'm like, they like, you need to get da 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 da. I'm like, here we go with the shenanigans. So definitely interesting for sure. And then, like I said, I'm auntie to a good majority of the kids now for sure. So I love being auntie, okay? But yeah, I'm like, I am too pressed that I'm gonna use some of my time at home to be subbing. I'm only gonna sub though if it's like the senior, like a senior class or like a junior class. You know, the kids I know. Freshman, sophomore, I ain't gonna go in. I wouldn't go in for them days. And then I said I'm gonna probably try to sub at my little brother's school. But he's a big dog now. He only got 5 classes this year, so you can't tell him nothing. He got an early release. Logan said I couldn't teach my little cousins because I snatched them up out of class. Okay, I'm telling you, it used to be like that though. I had one little cousin, Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness, when I tell you, I used to have to, yeah, we used to have some come to Jesus moments, to say the least. But then my other little cousins, like I said, they was just little angels, you know, like. But yeah, it was definitely interesting to say the least. I miss the kids, but I don't necessarily miss the classroom itself. I'll say that. But yeah, Logan, you got plans for the weekend? Since we got Monday off, I'm actually going to go, what am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna go, what's it called? Zip lining in the rainforest tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go zip lining in the rainforest tomorrow. And then I had mentioned, you wasn't on here yet, but one of my sister friends from med school, she is coming to visit in 2 weeks. So she wants to do like a rainforest tour, and she want to do like a little boat tour, but the little boat tours, they sold out. So I gotta find something else for us to do. And I think she wants to go like to Old San Juan and do some stuff, but I am gonna put her on the live. So I'm excited because I'm gonna have somebody on the live in a couple weeks. So that should be fun. She's a neurologist in her 2nd year residency in Atlanta. So I'm excited to introduce y'all to her. Y'all gonna love her. She's the bomb. But yeah, she's from Georgia as well. So she was definitely excited when she matched at her #1 choice and got to go back to Atlanta. But I'll let her share a little bit of, about herself when she gets on here. And then I cannot wait to get back to Atlanta. Oh my goodness. And then now I'm thinking about it. I need to check on Coy and see how she doing, because I ain't talked to her in a couple weeks. I need to check on my girl. See if them folks is wearing her out. Work on homework, cut my grass, and maybe barbecue. That sounds good to me. How are your classes coming? You about to be graduating soon. Yes, how are the classes coming along? And I still ain't got this baby registry. Like, Lord Jesus. I'm laughing though, because I bought one of my friends. I bought her a rocking chair, because rocking chairs, I feel like they is super clutch for kids. I bought her a rocking chair for her baby. Do you know she never had nobody to come assemble it for her? I was so mad. So now, ooh, it's a bunch of water coming over here now. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit. Let me back it up. But she didn't even ever get to assemble it now. So I was super sad. But one of my cousins just had her baby yesterday. I was like, well, girl, I'm about to come get that. I'm going to have somebody pick it up, and I'll just give her the money so she can buy some winter clothes for the baby. Because I'm like, you ain't even going to be worried. You know, the baby, he chilling now. He don't really need no rocking chair now. But yes, I would love to have the registry. I'm still fussing. I'll send it to you tonight. The classes are ghetto. Oh my goodness, are they? That's crazy. That's okay though. You almost done. You almost done. And you about to get this. Are they going to, your school district, are they going to adjust your pay with your master's immediately, or do you got to wait till next school year? Because you need your coins, all of them. All of them. And then overall, how are you liking like your teaching environment at your new school compared to your old school? It's the time management piece between the new school and curriculum and college. Okay, got you. No, I bet that's a lot. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to change my screen over. It keep on saying I gotta rotate it. I think I did rotate it. It's not yeah. Oh, and so sorry, this stream is probably was a little ghetto because the Wi-Fi was on. So my apologies. I try to make sure I turn the Wi-Fi off, because it does get to acting a little disrespectful with the Wi-Fi on, but I forgot, so my bad if it looks super blurry. But yeah, I'm excited to go ziplining though tomorrow, for sure. I haven't been ziplining in about a year. Last time I went ziplining was in Orlando with one of my best friends, so, and it was fun. It was really fun. Logan said, I like the new school. I had to check a kid today. He was feeling himself. Don't we always got them feeling themselves? It was a freshman, one of your freshmen? Or was it somebody not even in your class? Because it definitely be necessary to check these kids sometimes. For sure. Tough love definitely be needed at times. But it was funny. I had an intervention. I had a little quick intervention with one of my kids today at school. I text my teacher friend. I said, when you see him, pull him to the side so we can have a conversation. And she saw him. She called me. She said he ain't here right now because he was trying to drop a class that I didn't agree with. And it would drop his diploma from like a diploma of distinction to just like the college prep. I was like, oh no. Because I will say a lot of my boys are definitely trying to take the easy route. Like my juniors and seniors this year, they just want the easiest load, the path of least resistance. And I'm like, I get it. Like I was a senior too. Like I get it. You just want to be kind of chilling and kicking it. But like y'all have goals beyond this high school, you know? And to be honest, it's not like the curriculum. Our curriculum is like super rigorous to begin with. So y'all kind of behind the bar already. So you got to do a little bit extra to make sure that you're on point when you get to college. So yeah, so we had our little come to Jesus moment, and he was just like, all right, I'm gonna change it back. I said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, it be like that. It's still teamwork, even though I'm not at the school. Like if I get word that something going on, like I'm like, pull them to the side, like we'll have a conversation together. What they say, it take a village, it really does. It really does. Have y'all had any fights at school yet? Logan said, he's in my class. He said, what could I do if he didn't listen? Logan said, I can kick you out for one. Don't get it twisted. This is my class. I run E202. Can you please let them know? Please let them know. And it'd be so funny when you just know they feeling themselves though. Like you just be like, really? Like, why are we doing this? Like, why are you doing this right now? Like, if you got something that you want to talk about, like, you can pull me aside after class. Like, I understand. We all be having stuff going on, but this is not the time or the place. Well, I'm glad you got them together real quick. But yes, I am excited. I've been doing my little 14-day workout challenge, and I have one more day left. Tomorrow's a rest day, and then Sunday is the last day of the challenge. And then they have a new challenge that starts up like September 13th. So I'm definitely signing up for that one too. Because I will say my push-up game is definitely better now. I definitely have gotten stronger in these last 2 weeks. And I'll say I hate freaking burpees. The other day we had to do 400 burpees. I was over it. Like for the whole workout, done. Super done. But it's good. It was a good little push. Logan said, I hate when they do that. The whole class was quiet. One of the Hispanic kids called him a gringo. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. I know, like, please don't do it. Now I gotta make an example out of you. I know you was trying to be so calm too. Like, why you want to be playing with me today? And then yeah, like why? And then it's Friday. Like, and you got a long weekend. Like, please, not today. We had several fights. I broke up one on the second day. Oh my goodness. Jeez, already? That's crazy. I'm so annoyed. Like, you get back to school, like, why are y'all fighting? Y'all had the whole summer to deal with y'all issues. So, like, why are y'all fighting at school? That's the worst, though. I definitely try to not be the one trying to break up no fights, for sure. Because I done seen some teachers get knocked out. Now, I will try to prevent the fight, though. And even doing that, like, whew, I done busted out in whole sweats trying to save kids from other kids. But I'm always grateful, as you know, as a female teacher, I always had other male students who would come, you know, to the rescue and help out. But yeah, I'm glad I ain't had too many fights on my watch. But at my school, they used to fight in the bathroom. But I think they're not socialized very well back to school. I wasn't. I was trying to help another teacher. Got you. Got you. But because they've been out of school for so long, I would think that, you know, most of them would just be like, whew, I'm just happy to be back. I was talking to my teacher, Bessie, today. She was telling me a couple of my faves, then one of my faves then got suspended already. I'm like, dang, y'all just got back to school. Just got back to school. And already acting a fool. Like, especially my seniors, I'm super disappointed. Like, I feel like you a senior, there's no reason why you should be getting suspended. Like, it's ridiculous. This your last year. Stop playing. But yeah, I was talking to my teacher, Bestie. She was like, I kind of feel like a first year all over again. Because last year they was virtual for like more than 50% of the year. And then they ended up doing like these hybrid days where they would have like one group of kids for 2 days. And then like in another couple days, like then they would have a day where it was just the teachers at school. And then like another 2 days, it would be a different group. So she was like, it's totally different, you know, having these kids and like trying to build rapport again. Logan said, majority of them are so happy to be back at school. They don't want to leave my class, but some of them brought their middle school drama with them. Okay, got you. Got you. I can definitely see that. But yeah, I think a lot of the kids is like, we've been home long enough. Even the kids who don't want to do work, they still want to be at school, even if it's just to socialize. All right, my brother. Well, I'm about to go ahead. I'm going to let you go. I know you got this extended holiday weekend, and I hope you are able to use the most out of it and get caught up with any schoolwork you got, get any of your lesson plans caught up, this grading, whatever you got to do. I hope that you're able to have a great weekend, you and wifey and this future baby. And yeah, just have a blessed week. And I will definitely be hopping back on next week. But I'll check in with you later. Have a blessed week and enjoy your weekend. Bye.